Yo, what's going on, Sunfire here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a one-play touchdown here, the gun bunch tight end formations, as well as a couple of other unique setups that I have out of some of these plays that you guys probably haven't seen before. Now, I've gone ahead and set my audibles here. Keep in mind, I am in the run-heavy offensive playbook here. It's one of the best bunch tight ends, and my audibles, I have inside switch, stick, X spot, and PA all cross, so tons of good plays. We also got like a tight end corner here, a halfback draw, curl flat corner, some other great plays that I'm not going to go over personally, but that's pretty much it. Also, for the one-play touchdown, put your fastest wide receiver right here in the slot. I got Brandon Cooks, and the play we're going to be running for the one-play touchdown is going to be stick right here, so I'm just going to head into that, and let's just head into a cover 3 right here. That's the defense that we're going to be beating today. And we have a pretty simple setup. Well, now all I'm going to do, first I'm going to block my running back. You want that extra protection out of this play, especially for most one-play touchdowns. They take a little bit to develop, so that 6-man protection is going to help us. I'm also going to put A on a streak here. Now, it kind of looks like a useless route, but he's just going to open up our one-play touchdown a little bit more here. I'm going to put Y on a fade. You can also put him on a streak. The fade is just a little bit more to the outside that I personally like it. You do lose a little bit of time, a little bit slower release, but it's not enough to really make a difference. So I just put him on that fade. And then you can just, all you have to do last is just, I like to slide my protection to the right, double team this D end on the right. That just gets us some little extra protection to that right side, allows us to maybe scramble out there if we want. So last thing you're going to do, motion Cooper Kupp out and snap him right about there. Once he gets to the outside, roll out to the right here, pass lead that to the right side. You guys see Brandon Cooks just completely open right there. I'm going to go ahead and go over our setup one more time here. What you're going to do here, block RB, put A on a streak, Y on a fade, and then just slide your pass protection to the right, double team that D end. If you don't know how to slide your protection, press LB or L1, the right stick to the right, and then to double team LB, the right stick down, and then just scroll over your analog stick to this D end on the right side. Once again, just motion out Cooper Kupp. He's going to be the one that pulls down that outside third. You guys see him able to roll out here. Not sure why I got pressured considering I did slide to the right and max protect. I'm just going to set that up real quick, as I forgot to motion that guy all the way out, but it actually doesn't really make too much of a difference. You guys see that cornerback was a little bit closer to the receiver than he was, but you don't necessarily have to motion out. It's just a step that you definitely should do if you have the time, because it's just going to open it up a bit more. If he has a super fast corner, you might be able to click on. Let's go over it one more time here, and then I'll head into the replay, show you guys why everything is working. So A on a streak, RB on a block, Y on a fade, motion out Cooper Kupp there, and just go ahead and snap the ball. You guys see, wait for that cornerback to head to the right side, pass lead that to the right. I typically like to get outside the hash is with my quarterback, but you can definitely throw that pass from the pocket, as you guys see I just did. Let's head to the instant replay. I'll show you guys what's happening with our coverage. So right off the bat, we have our tight end route. That's just going to pull the safety to the left a little bit. You guys see he's just going to... He's typically getting head in the middle of the field. He's just on the left a little bit more. You guys see he's sort of staying on that left side rather than completely going to the right to defend Brandon Cooks. If there was no tight end streak, then the safety would just be all over Cooks. And then let's go ahead and look here. We got this corner route with Cooper Kupp motioned out. You guys see, look at Tre'Davious White on that right side, that cornerback. He's going to, instead of backing up, he's going to go ahead and sort of play the corner route. Meanwhile, he doesn't have enough time to recover because we have a fast receiver in Brandon Cooks. Just passing that to the right. Both players aren't really in click-on distance, and that's just going to be an easy dot. So now let's go ahead and head into the rest of our plays. I'm just going to reset the defense here because I don't want to go against a cover 3 every down. Let's just head into our spot play. That's the one I'll go over first here. Now for spot, I'm going to be focused around Brandon Cooks here, and we're actually going to be using him as a sort of a post route. Now what I'm going to do is just put B on a streak, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and just put A on like an in route, something like this. What I'm going to do though is smart route Y. I'm also going to motion him over to this left side and snap him immediately as he passes that tight end. You guys see he's going to act as a post route, able to just throw it, pass lead that to the right, and click on, make a play on the ball simply with Brandon Cooks. Now you can definitely set that up in a position with him on a corner route, but using a post route is just a unique way. Utilize the motion out of this bunch tight end to its maximum ability, and it just can confuse your opponent a little bit. So once again, smart route Y, B on a streak, and then just A on an in route. You can also put A on a curl, something like this can work as well. Considering you also have that flat with Robert Woods if he's just completely playing over the top. Here we get match coverage because of the curl route, but we're still able to. That's why you want your fastest receiver right there for reasons like that, to where he's just able to get over the coverage. Here we just get a bad defensive look, so I'm just going to snap throw a route. Here though, once again, I'll just go over the play one last time. Smart route Y, streak B. I'll put A on an in route. Motion Cooks over to this left side, and just snap him right when he passes that tight end. Make sure you don't snap it too early, otherwise he's going to be a blocker. You guys see, look how open Brandon Cooks is. The clear out does a perfect job of taking those zones out of the play. And then we also have our flat route, maybe pulling down a couple of zones in the flat defense. So that's going to take us to our next play here. We got the inside switch. Now, inside switch is a very unique play. What I usually like to do is just sometimes if I'm facing pressure, what I like to do is just put Y on a streak, X on a slant. You can just go ahead and motion X out. You can also flip the roles, put X on a streak, Y on a slant. We just have a basic post to slant combo. You guys see I'm able to hit Cooper Kupp here. Now this is typically when they're like sending 7 people. So, I mean, you're not going to max protect if he's only sending 4. You can definitely utilize some of the other routes. Maybe put A on a drag, block RB still, and then you can maybe put X on a streak, Y on that slant assignment still. You basically have a high-low read between the drag and the slant, and then you also have that backside post in case he's not defending it. Here we get like man coverage, so Cooper Kupp is pretty slow though, so he's not really going to beat it. We got match coverage there, but still a decent route. Yeah, like I said, Cooper Kupp's too slow to do that, but for the max protect, as far as that goes, you can just put X on a streak, Y on a drag, and completely go to work. Usually there's going to be a hole in the zone. See whichever one he's not using, and then you guys can just easily hit them. You guys see I'm able to pass lead that little post route by Cooper Kupp. That post route is pretty good, and you guys see actually I'm on the short side of the field. I kind of like it like that, especially against blitzes, because you know that you're going to be facing coverage. One last time here, I'm just going to put Y on a drag, X on a streak, and then just max protect. You guys see, make a read. Y's wide open there. We got a match coverage look or a soft squat on that right side. The glitchy thing about this route is that a soft squat on that right side is going to follow the post route. It's a kind of a glitchy route, and especially if they're running like a big dime 1-4-6, that blitz out of it, DB sting 2 press I think it is, then you should get Cooks wide open. And if you have a fast receiver here anyway, he should be wide open as well. That's going to take us to our last play here. It's going to be PA all cross. This is going to be a pretty similar play to the one that I showed you guys out of inside switch. What I'm going to do is just put A on a streak, and then I might just put B on a slant for my first setup. Motion Cooper Kupp over. We have a crosser, drag, and then a slant to the other side. We also have A on that clear out. As you guys see, I'm just able to hit Y there. X was wide open as well. So just a pretty simple way to do that. Here we get a terrible look, so I'm just going to snap throw something girly. But what I'm going to go ahead and do here though is create a different setup. What I might do is just run this out of a max protect, and the way that I like to do that is just block A. I'm also going to just put B on a streak here. He's going to be our clear out route. We have a drag, a crosser, and then we also have Cooper Kupp on that streak. We get 7 blockers here, and you guys see I'm able to hit Brandon Cooks right there on that crosser, pass leading that to the left-hand side or the outside. Again, what I might do, you can also do is just put B on a slant. You don't necessarily need the clear out route. So if I still want to come out and block 7 people, I can just run something like this and still have success running the play. I can come out here. For whatever reason, my drag is not playing like a drag. You might have to put him on a drag if that's a continued issue. But you also don't need that drag. You can just put A on a streak, X on a backside slant, or you can just put X on a backside drag and then just motion him over to this left side, something like this. You still have that deep post in case you want to hit it, and I can also hit him there. I missed my read of Y. I'll just try to hit him there, as we actually do, surprisingly, but I personally like running this to the wide side. I'm running it to the short side now just because I don't want to reset everything. But I'll show you guys one last time that setup. Just put A on a streak and then just motion X over to this left-hand side. You have to manually put him on that drag, otherwise he's just going to go to the outside, basically be an out route. And you guys see I'm able to pass that up, and we get a completion out of it. That's why I kind of like the slants, because if it's match coverage, then the slant is just going to be way better. Anyways, so that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video, guys. Though, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content in the future. And peace. I'm out of here.